Hey everyone, this is Squallsnake from mygamer.com and blogger at squallsnake.com, and today I am playing Tonka Raceway on Gameboy Color. This is a Rumble Pak game, and I am recording this on an emulator before I actually record this on my console. I want to just record some clear video footage, and before I do that, I just kind of want to let this ride because there's a good music track here. Scott Marshall. Right there he is, the guy who made this track. Surprisingly, a lot of these Rumble games, and I'm going to go over this when I eventually cover things in more detail, is a lot of them actually has little to no music, which is kind of disappointing. Okay, that's enough of this. Let's jump in. I will play with the Rumble on, I guess, even though I am not playing with the Rumble cartridge. I'll shoot that in another video. And steering, I want authentic. What that means is left and right turns in all the directions, whereas arcade mode, you can turn in kind of the direction that your car is facing. So I'm going to hit A. The thing with this game is there's only 3 levels: Tropical Paradise, the Scorching Desert, and the Winter Wonderland. Let's play the desert. Why not? You can play up to 4 players, but don't be deceived. This is not a 4-player or 2-player or 3-player linking game. It's simply past the console. So I'm going to hit A, because I'm just going to play 1 player, and I don't think I'll type in my whole name in the sake of time, so we will be S for Squall. We will hit start, and I am going to try the dump truck. Let's go with a red dump truck because I think I will be able to see it better on the screen. This screen, by the way, this blimp just floats across the screen, and that's it. There's no music or anything. And I let this ride for like 5 minutes off stream just to see if this blimp would do anything. It does not. So don't waste your time. It gets about like, I don't know, 2-3 quarters through the screen, and then it just kind of awkwardly stops and just floats up and down. Kind of weird. So anyway, this is track 1, 3 laps, and you have to beat everything in a minute and a half. It's just a simple square. This blimp also just floats to nowhere and eventually just stops and does nothing. So we're going to jump in. I'm the red dump truck. You hold down A, and that's it. So you're racing. You're racing 3 other cars, and the goal is to, of course, beat them, but then beat them within the time limit. This game is like a very bad, a poor man's RC program, top down. It controls all right. The problem is as you can see, the courses, and all the courses are like this, it's not just this first course, it's so claustrophobic. I mean, you can't even fit, it's the length of 3 cars. And why is there a cactus in the middle of the road? And if you play the other levels, the winter one and the regular like forest one or whatever, it's the exact same course. So this course repeats, it's just the background. So this one just so happens to have sand and cactuses, and right here around this next turn is the cactus in the middle of the road that's awkwardly placed. If you were to play this in the winter level, that would be a snowman. So let's see if I can beat this. The AI is always near you. Oh, see, look at that. Like that, first off, it's like they just smear you into the wall, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, so second place, standings, S, I got 4 points. My garage is closed. You have 4 credits for improvements. Not enough. Okay, so we're going to continue on. This is track 2. As you can see, it is more of a figure 8 shape here. I guess the B button is brake, but you don't really have to brake. You can just let go. See, look at that. Everybody just smears into the wall. The flicker is terrible. And look at this. Like the AI cut it out. Like the AI, in combination of the tracks being so close together, it's frustrating. One thing that I want to point out is I'm going to just stop talking for a minute and just listen for that tapping sound. You hear that? So when you're playing this game, and I'll show this when I actually record on my console, that's the rumble. So the game is constantly rumbling in your hand, and then when you run into a wall or you run into an opponent, it shakes harder. So this is the game that will probably drain your AAA battery in the Rumble Pak, I think, faster than any game, because it's essentially on the entire time. I don't think it necessarily adds anything to the gameplay. And the other thing, so you got that crisscross section in that figure 8, you know? It's so easy to just get bumped by your AI and go the other path, where you gotta then backtrack. Like, why is that cactus in the middle of the road and you can't even go by it? See, look at this. This bulldozer, the graphics aren't even that good. Like, it's just these weird one color cars. There's better racing games out there. It's very solid. 4th place. Game over. I did not win. And then just right back to the main menu. I'm going to hit Rumble off just to see if that buzzing goes away. All right, so that was Scorching, and just for the hell of it, let's play the Winter Wonderland. We're still going to play. This time we're going to be A, B, C. And let's drive the race car. Let's drive what's going to look good against the snow. Maybe a yellow race car? I don't know. Let's give it a shot. So as you can see, it's still the exact same square racetrack, but the background is just snow now. All the cars, by the way, don't mean anything. They all race exactly the same. They don't handle any differently. They're approximately the same size. See the snowman instead of the cactus that time? And the buzzing, tapping, beat noise, whatever you want to call it, is still there. It's just part of the sound effect. And the controls are a little touchy. You kind of gotta be just. See, look at that. And look at the flicker. So I'm worried that, what is this? So when I go to record this on my actual backlit GBC, I'm kind of worried that, see, you get the flicker when there's only like more than one car. Yeah, see, when you start getting multiple cars, that's when the flicker comes in. So I'm afraid that you won't be able to see anything when I actually record it on my console. It's difficult enough. Yeah, look at that flicker. And so this is one of the 16 US released. There you go. That's pretty. Oh man. 3rd place, even worse this time. So it's always a close match, thanks to the AI. Come on, the first turn? Frustrating. So it's a little deceiving, because when you're at the main menu, it thinks, okay, there's 3 different circuits, but it's not. It's just a switcheroo. It's just a pallet swapped, and it has no effect. Like, this doesn't feel, the ice snow level doesn't feel icier or slippery than the desert one, for example. It's all the same. Cosmetic only. So that's 1 lap. So the AI, even though you keep bumping into walls, is always there. It's always close by. It's really nothing more than a couple seconds away. But when you make bad turns because the touchy control, and you get smeared into the wall. Oh man, look at that. Oh, now I'm backwards. That's fantastic. get clipped on the corner. Good work, guys. So the majority of Game Boy Color Rumble games are actually racing games. So this is just one of them. So there's a lot more coming. And this is probably the worst one. This is the worst one. And I'll go over that eventually when I get to the other games. Oh man, I got 1 second left. Not going to make it. Game over. That's it. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up here. So that is Tonka Raceway. Very misleading and short-lived racing game because there's really nothing to it. It's the same tracks. The AI sucks. The levels are way too close together. The touchy play control is bad. So anyway, you could follow me at mygamer.com and on Twitter at ZachGaz, ZACKGAZ, and check out squallsnake.com. So until next time, thank you for watching and game on.